So hello, everybody. I have got a fantastic and special guest for you this week, Mr. Jim Hardy with the Carpet Guys. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
So Jim, you and I have known each other for years. I have recommended your company for years, but you did a presentation recently at one of our networking groups, and you just blew my doors off with before and after pictures of what you can do in regards to carpet cleaning and cleaning floors. And it's insane, the capabilities that you have. So, in the spring market and everybody's got spring fever and cleaning and windows open and muddy paws, as you talked about with the dogs. I really thought that we wanted to highlight you this week and just educate people on what you have to offer. And I believe that you're actually going to take over my screen, correct? And kind of show us a show and tell. Yay. I'm excited. So James, while you're doing that, why don't you tell me a little bit, or tell everyone about how long you've been in business, where you're located in, your territory, that kind of stuff, while you get yourself ready.
Okay, let me know when you're ready for me to share it. But so we've been incorporated in business since July 1st, 2002. So it'll be 19 years this July, and it's been great. I've actually been in the industry for 30 years, if you can believe that.
Oh, you're too young for that, James. Come on now.
When I was in middle school, I started working for a guy at church after hours and all summer. It was great. And, I loved it immediately. And when I graduated high school, I went full time with him, helped him grow his business. And then, really wanted to kind of start my own business. And what ended up happening was I ended up buying out one of his competitors who was retiring. And it was just a great experience and haven't looked back.
That's awesome. Well, I am ready for some show and tell, my friend. Let's see what you got.
All right, let's share. There it goes. So starting off, this is a picture that a lot of my friends and family and acquaintances use to promote us on social media. So if someone's looking for a good carpet cleaner, a good reliable carpet cleaner, they just put this picture on the comment section, and it's got all our information on it. And we're actually going to be updating this soon because we're updating our website where people can schedule and price out their jobs on the website. So the new promotional picture will reflect that.
Oh, I like that. Online quotes. That's fantastic. Great.
Yeah, we want to be able to do that to make it really seamless, that people can just quote their job, schedule the job without having to call, and can just do it really quickly and easily. So hopefully we'll be launching that sooner than later. My target date is May 1st, but it looks like we'll have that done by mid-April.
Awesome. Awesome.
This is our newest truck. And this is a lot of fun to operate this truck because it has the biggest, most powerful carpet cleaning machine that you can get installed. It's an absolute monster. We can clean carpet at really high water temperatures, which helps melt and dissolve soil. It's great for commercial carpet cleaning. As a matter of fact, this machine was running all week, well, most of the week at Calvary Church, but running all week commercial carpet cleaning. But Calvary, we had to run some really long hose lengths to reach some of the, it's a big church, to reach really far inside. And it just worked out great. So we were doing that all last week. Churches are really good referrals for machinery like this. So the truck is a lot of fun to use. We have two trucks. This is the one that gets used mainly for carpet cleaning.
Okay.
There's a better picture of the machine. Machine's only 2 years old.
Wow, that's a monster.
I like to keep it nice and clean.
Very nice.
Here's the back of the truck. It kind of shows you what we're involved in. We have a lot of hose. We can reach really far into the big commercial buildings as well as smaller residential jobs. On the floor of the truck on the left, you'll see there's two machines. Those are scrubbing machines. And that is one thing that kind of differentiates us from our competition. Some of our competition, I call them splash and dash competition because they're low price carpet cleaning companies that don't have the added detail that we offer. And scrubbing the carpet is one detail that our competitors don't really use. Really just helps bring up the carpet, brings up the pile and removes deep embedded soil and hard to remove spots. So we have two machines. A smaller machine is really for stairs, and then the bigger machine is for open areas. And of course, you see all the hoses and
that is a lot of hoses.
And the carpet clean machine. Here's one of the scrubbing machines in use at one of our schools. So this is scrubbing the carpet. We actually have modified this machine where we can hook a vacuum hose up to it. because it removes so much deep embedded soil that the stock form of it really wasn't working out for us. It would fill up that recovery tray almost immediately. So we haven't actually cleaned the carpet here. We're just scrubbing the carpet, removing some soil.
Wow.
But this is great. So if we get into like some difficult spots, we can continue to spot, treat, and scrub before we actually clean and extract the carpet. My wife's actually using the machine in
I
this
was gonna say
picture.
that's a little foot there, James. I didn't think that was you.
This is another scrubbing machine. This is more for big commercial areas. We're using it on another classroom. I think we're actually using both at the same time. But this is what we use for some of our colleges that we clean, some of our bigger boarding schools, and of course churches. We had 2 of these running at Calvary. Some of our other bigger churches that we clean. Here's a big church here. This is Joe using the scrubbing machine. You can see on the left is untouched carpet. The carpet to the right is emulsified carpet. It's not cleaned. I'm actually going to be following up with the truck matted machinery and extracting all that looks clean, but really is just emulsified soil in the carpet. So you can see
Wow.
how big that room is. Yeah, this room gets used very heavily. I actually am part of the ministry service here occasionally. This is down in the city. And this room gets used heavily by children. So
Okay. Yeah, you can see all the stains.
there's our soda and milkshake and all kinds of spots on the carpet where they're dumping stuff on there. But yeah, it gets heavily used, heavily ministered to.
I'll be
Great
sure to
church.
show this clip to my pastor and say, you know what? I think that James needs to get in here as well, because that's a perfect vision.
It'd be awesome. We love carpet cleaning churches. Churches really work out great for us. This is back at the school. This is a crevice cleaning tool where we can run this all along the baseboards of homes and businesses. What's interesting about this tool, or really 2 things. One, you can see on the black edge of it, there is a Teflon tip, which helps prevent scratching baseboards.
Okay.
The other interesting thing is, if you look closely, and we actually don't have it hooked up here, but there is a steam jet that actually sprays and injects cleaning detergent at really high temperature as it extracts.
Wow.
So it's steam cleaning crevices along baseboards. Very interesting tool. Here it is again. This is in a residential setting. So there's black filtration type spots that people see along the edges of their carpet.
Yeah.
This is what this tool is designed to remove. Again, an extra detail, not a lot of our competitors, really no competitor that I know of uses, but we use all included in the cleaning. There's no extra charge for this service.
That's fantastic.
This is just an interesting picture that I use that I like to show to our networking groups. This is a light fixture that fell, and this is where it landed next to me. They had it taped. You know, some of these churches, a lot of volunteers are working in, and these types of things happen. But that was interesting. It missed me by like, what is that, a foot?
Yeah.
But this is the extraction tool. This is hooked up to the truck mounted machine. This is a more advanced extraction tool. You can really only use it with really big, heavy, powerful truck mounted machine. So an entry level truck mounted machine, a lower price carpet clean company would not be able to use a tool like that. So big, wide open areas like churches with really heavily soiled carpets, this will rinse all of that out. So it just works awesome. This is that church down in the city. And most of the area is clean. You can kind of see in the picture there. I think behind the photographer is what has to be cleaned yet. This is an area restaurant. You can see the difference, the before and after.
Wow.
All that's been extracted. And you just think that not only does, aesthetically does it look better, but all that kitchen grease that's on the carpet there, I mean, that has an odor to it. It has a texture to it. And when people are walking on it, they can feel the grease under their feet.
Yeah.
So we're going more than just aesthetic appearances. We're going for indoor air quality and odor control too.
Very cool.
Local meatpacking place, before and after. This is their office cubicle area. All that grease from the meatpacking area gets tracked in. Very typical. This is their infirmary, their wellness area. This is a before picture. I slid the chairs out. This is where their feet go. And this is after where I clean where their feet go. They wear their boots in from the plant.
Wow.
This is a residential. This is a before picture. And you notice on the upper right-hand corner, there's a chair with our carpet skidders. Every truck and I should say every crew member, each truck has multiple furniture moving toolkits where we have a whole like 50 of those skidders, and then we have tabs and blocks that we can reset the furniture on. And this is a before picture, and we're moving the furniture around. The area rug here, we did not move because she had heavy furniture on it and she did not want it moved. So
Okay.
the customer is always right. So we don't move the area rug. Here we are cleaned. Chair is up on blocks. Carpet is cleaned. You can see it's brighter. The color is back.
Wow.
She
Nice.
has she has two black labs, and the oil from their fur creates that dark appearance. Very common. And
So
there it
do you
is, all
have a
removed.
specific thing that you do for like pets and things? Is there different, you must have different
Nope,
formulas or no? It's
nope,
just heavy
no.
duty?
So
Okay,
what we can, if there's a serious odor, what we can do is we have odor products specific for pets. But for
gotcha.
cleaning, no, it's the same process every job.
Okay.
Scrub and clean. This job was humorous in the fact that this is driveway sealer that their dogs played in and then tracked throughout the whole house. This is a petroleum-based driveway
Oh my
sealer.
goodness.
Yeah, it was all over their dogs. It was all the way up into the bedrooms.
Oh no.
So that this is the dining room. This is a before picture. This is the after picture. Really looked better in person, to be honest with you. It just pulled
Wow.
all of that out. And again, the odor. When I first walked into the house, it smelled like oil. I mean, you could smell the petroleum oil throughout the whole house. And when we're done, gone.
So how long did it, for that example, that room, how long did it take you to get oil out of that carpet?
Once we get everything moved and set up, it was standard cleaning. So the actual cleaning of that room probably took 20 minutes to a half hour. The whole house took a day.
Okay.
Yeah, it because of the products that we use and the heavy agitation and the powerful machinery, it really doesn't take much longer, to be honest with you. It just blasts all that out of there.
Wow.
This is a regular client who moved into a townhouse. She was downsizing, and she is very particular about keeping her house very clean. So this was unusual to see it get this soiled. And what I think what happened was my hypothesis is that they had it cleaned before she moved in. I think she's renting it. They had it cleaned before she moved in, and they left their cleaning products in the carpet, which is very common, and it attracted soil. So to the left is completely untouched. It's dry. There's no detergent in it. And to the right is clean. And you can see our dining room table on the skidders. But that was a high traffic area actually to the right that we cleaned.
Wow.
So yeah, she's been a long time client. And this was the first time we cleaned this new townhouse that I think she's renting. I don't think she's going to be there for more than a couple of years. And then
Then
the
you
other
can
thing is,
throw her my way, Jim.
yes, definitely. Yeah, she's a great client. Someone that went through a life change. I wanted to downsize. Yeah.
Hmm?
Um, what did I want to say? Oh, so sometimes people say to me, this looks great. Is it going to stay looking clean? And it absolutely will. Unless they're tracking it up with soil, the soil that I removed is not going to come back. It's not going to wick back. And occasionally that does happen. And we tell people if it happens, just to let us know and we come right out and take care of it. I can't remember the last time it happened. So we guarantee our results
That's
that
awesome.
the house is going to stay looking like that. This is hard surface cleaning. This is $1 million house. This is her kitchen area. She has this brick down. Surprised both of us how clean it came out. You can see the before and after.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a very big area. It's a large kitchen, dining, open cafe type area in this house.
Nice.
The pantry at a church. The unclean area we had scrubbed, so it looks emulsified and everything looks dirty. Most of that soil came out of the grout lines, and then the bottom area is where we steam cleaned.
Okay.
This is a restaurant. This is their back office area, and they were going to have the floor replaced, and we cleaned it.
Yeah, this one's good. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
she thought, and I thought too, that a lot of that was probably wear from their office chairs. You can see where the wear is by
right.
their desks, and no, that was mainly just grease from the restaurant, from the cooking area being tracked in. So this is cleaned and refinished. So we stripped the old floor finish off and reapplied 4 coats of new floor finish. The floors that we do are commercial floors. We really don't get into too much residential. We do their kitchen floors and any adjacent bathroom areas, but we don't do like bathroom floors. We don't do hardwood floors. That's more for a hardwood floor company.
Okay.
This is a floor finish applicating machine. So like a huge school where we need to apply floor finish, we'll just turn this baby on and start walking.
Mhm. There you go.
And we can hit some really big areas, nice and uniform floor finish. Before and after, this is a church where their staff had been maintaining the floors and weren't doing the proper job. And they just kept putting floor finish down for years and years and years and years. And this was a big job for us because it was really difficult to remove all that heavy buildup. And
Bet.
I'm taking the picture in the hallway that we were doing last, going into the classroom that's done. So that has 5 coats of a really good floor finish, and that gooey old 30-year-old floor finish. This is downstairs of that church, their daycare area. This is in process before and after. And then this is all after. And I don't know why. I like this floor. I like the way it looks. So you can see how dirty and gross that floor is actually clean. It's a floor finish that has been impregnated with soil that needs to be removed. Here, the floor finish is removed and new floor finish is being applied.
Wow. That looks fantastic.
Yeah, really comes out great. It makes my job a lot of fun, Shelby. This is Montgomery County Community College, or theater. We clean each one of those chairs. We remove the gum that is in those chairs, and
Ew.
there's a lot of gum. Yep, the carpet
So
underneath.
gross.
We vacuum under each one of those chairs, and we get a lot of soil from underneath of there with our backpack vacuums. So we don't really go around stuff. We make sure that that place is absolutely clean, and that all the gum has been removed. And there's always a lot of gum. And we also find money, but we give it to security when we find it. So we do a lot of theaters. We do theaters at Montgomery County Community College. We clean the theaters at the Hill School. Church theater seating we can clean. Churches have a lot of candle wax from their their holiday services where they have candles. Right. We can remove that. And we're not just cleaning, we're also sanitizing these chairs. So it helps deodorize, sanitize, and clean
Awesome.
all the porous upholstery. And that's pretty much it. I just have some good referrals. Churches are always great referrals for us. Floors and carpets, schools, carpet, floor, and their upholstery. Offices, their chairs, their upholstery needs to be sanitized. We can do that. And of course, residential, carpet, upholstery, that sectional that everyone's been lounging on all winter, that the dogs lay on. We can clean, we can deodorize, we can sanitize that. All the soil leaves with us in our truck.
So what area do you cover? How far are you willing to go?
BucksMont, we will go down to the city for some of our bigger schools. We have 2 schools that we do down in the city, but they're really big. We probably wouldn't do residential in Philadelphia. We probably wouldn't really go out to Pottstown for residential, but we do carpet clean the Hill School in Pottstown. Okay. So like a church, we would go probably up to an hour away from Souderton where we're located, residential, more BucksMont.
Okay, so I know that you had your card at the beginning, but when people listen to this on the podcast, they're not going to get to see it. So why don't you share with us how they can get in touch with you? And again, it sounds like soon in May, they'll be able to get a call right from your website, but until then, they're going to need to give you a call. So how can they reach out? How can they reach you, Jim?
So they can find us on Facebook. We're the Carpet Guys on Facebook. Okay. They can go to the web now, although they can't schedule quite yet, but that's the carpetguys.biz.
Okay.
And then they can call us at 267-716-9954. They can call or text.
Awesome. So guys, springtime is here. You're going to have your doors open. Your dogs have muddy paws. I'm going to be tagging my pastor and some of my church friends because we know that we could definitely use some cleaning. And again, I think it's really important, Jim, not only especially for the commercial stuff that you're doing. I'm sure you're raising the morale in all of those locations because I mean, you at one place that you showed the employees' back room and where it looked like it was just wear and tear from the chair, but it wasn't. It was just filth. So I mean, to walk in on a day and be surprised and be like, wow, this is fantastic. It's definitely, I'm sure, a morale booster too. So companies out there that need a little something to give a little oomph to your employees, what about freshening up your break room? I think that's another great point. So I want to thank you. I refer you all the time. You are absolutely a rock star, and I appreciate that you took the time to hang out with me today.
Well, thanks for having me. It was awesome. I appreciate it.
You are very welcome, guys. Make sure you reach out again. It's thecarpetguys.biz. You can find him on Facebook or call him, text him at 267-716-9954 or reach out to me and I'll just send you his contact info as well. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a great week.